What's up, everybody? This is Spencer Reeland.
This is Walter Bowley.
And this is Gaming Treehouse's Podcast Treeloaded, Episode 7.
Episode 7. Magic number 7.
Yep, and as you can tell, Nick is out, and I'm having to pick up his slack, so if we mess up, it's all good. We'll keep on rolling.
Yeah, what else is new picking up Nick's slack?
Yeah. He's off on a little vacation while we're stuck doing all the hard work.
Yeah. He's sipping mojitos or something.
So, what have you been playing, Walt?
Oh, you know what I've been playing. It begins with a D and ends with oom. I said I just finished up Doom the other day. I'm kind of doing like a speed run with the difficulty I was on with the guns that I have. Yeah. And I'm kind of doing like a collectible hunt, like just going through.
Nice.
Because each
Find
level,
all those Easter eggs.
Yeah, each level hides the classic Doom map somewhere in it. They are hidden. I can't believe I'm finding some of them. I'm not finding all of them.
Yeah,
but
I saw one of them.
Yeah,
looked pretty cool.
They're super rad, and they're just little pieces that you find, but they unlock the whole level in the main menu that you can go back and play.
That's awesome.
So I'm doing that.
You're getting Doom in your Doom.
Yeah, and then you can find little Doom guy models, like little action figures.
Yeah,
and one of them I found, which is the actual model of the actual Doom Marine.
Yeah.
He picks it up and he turns his little hand and he fist bumps it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then he does a little explosion with his fist when he bumps it.
Dude, that game sounds awesome.
I'm playing that. I jumped into Dark Souls for a little bit. I'm at Lothric Castle, for those who know, which I'm pretty sure is one of the end game areas.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's too hard. I don't know why they would make it that hard.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. What are you doing?
I gotta get back to Dark Souls, but I've been playing Fallout 4 Far Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
I just beat it today. I really liked it. I still gotta go back and
there's got to be a couple different endings, I imagine. It's Fallout.
Yeah. Well, luckily I got the peaceful ending, so everybody's cool with me, and I just go and do whatever without cutting off a whole storyline.
It's boring. A good game makes enemies.
but it's really good. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much all I've been playing since Uncharted.
Oh, okay. So what you think about going to start a second Uncharted run?
Yeah, in about another month once I catch up on all the other crap going on right now.
Well, you got to catch up on Dark Souls, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Dude, I'm going back. Definitely going back.
Dark Souls is a game, the whole time I was playing Doom, because I put Dark Souls down for a bit to play Doom, I felt it taunting me. Yeah. It was on my home menu, because it was right next to Doom on the home menu, because I was just playing Doom, and all I just saw was you enjoy that Doom game. I'm going to keep looking at you.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah. No, I definitely gotta get back to it, because I'll be watching videos on the internet and Dark Souls will pop up, and I'm like, God, I gotta finish.
Yeah, and then for those interested, the Doom review is in progress.
Yep.
Expect a good score. Probably have it up the end of the holiday weekend.
Sounds good. Safe. I'll start on that video review sometime next week.
All right, so jumping into the news, what we got?
Yep. Our first topic is your Walt's must-have Witcher topic. I just wanted to go ahead and get it out the way. What's going on in the Witcher world right now?
What's going on in the Witcher world is that Blood and Wine comes out Tuesday, May 31st.
It's getting great reviews, I heard.
Oh, yeah, nothing but 9s or higher all the way around. Basically, it's just a bittersweet thing, because it's the last, according to the developer, the last piece of Witcher video game content we're ever going to see.
It's too much video game content for me. Witcher.
Well, what is it? In the main game, I think they said if you do everything, it's 200 hours. If you do everything, which in your first playthrough, you're just not going to do everything. Yeah. And then Hearts of Stone, I think, was 20 hours, and this is supposed to be 25 hours of just main the regular story.
God.
So yeah. I mean, I can't wait. Once Tuesday comes, F any other game I'm playing. I'm playing Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. I have the Gwent in Witcher 3. Yeah. I have the physical Gwent cards from...
really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm legit about this. I'm not just messing around. I've got the physical Gwent from Hearts of Stone, and then the other Gwent cards only came with the limited edition Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But because I have the expansion pass, if you send just a photo that you own the expansion pass to CD Projekt Red, they send you the Gwent cards that are in the collector's edition.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now you have to pay. You still have to pay for them.
Developer they are.
You still have to pay for them, but you can get the collector's edition cards that way. So those are going to be shipped mid-June, I think. So I'm going to have those to collect. And when you do end up picking Witcher 3,
Gwent cards.
when you do end up picking up Witcher 3 again in the future, and I know you will.
I am eventually. Whenever I hit that little drought, it's definitely my go-to.
Don't ignore Gwent.
Don't ignore
Gwent. Because early game, you're going to be strapped for cash in the early game. You might have already felt that.
Yeah.
There was a time where I needed to buy a rare ingredient to mix this alchemy potion that I needed.
Yeah.
And I also saw a rare Gwent card in the guy's inventory that I didn't have.
So you're like, get the Gwent card.
I had to get the Gwent card. And that's the real problem you're going to find yourself in, because the Gwent is just the greatest game within a game that was ever made.
Damn. Yeah, that's what I heard. Mm-hmm. You would think they'd bring it like outside of the game to like mobile or iPad or PC.
It would work just fine. It would need, to be honest, it would need some balancing issues, because once you've gotten like all the Gwent cards, you can make a deck that's unbeatable. So they would need to get like some balance it out a little bit or something.
Yeah. I'm sure they would do it.
Because primetime Gwent playing is when you're like midway through the game. You've got a good amount of Gwent cards. The enemy has a good amount of Gwent cards. That's like prime Gwent. After that, you get too good. Like, you get too many good cards, and you're just unbeatable.
All right, so now that we got Witcher out the way, our next topic is Titanfall 2's rumored release date. We got one rumor stating it was August 30th, and then another rumor stating it was October. The August 30th one was it was like Me Too, like store page, I think, saying August 30th. And then the other was a Reddit post, so you can take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And supposed grappling hook you'll get to use in the game as well.
Okay, well, that's dope. But the August 30th is a bit optimistic, I think.
Yeah, August 30th is beating the whole rush to every other video game, pretty much.
But that also would be good if it did, because it wouldn't come out in the rush of Gears of War 4, of Battlefield 1, of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
There's so many shooters this year coming out. It's ridiculous.
And then we got freaking Battleborn and Overwatch just came out of freaking nowhere.
Yeah. And Battleborn just got crushed by Overwatch.
Because honestly, they look like the same game.
They are like, the same game.
Like, they look like the same game, except Battleborn has single-player content now. Take it easy.
But it just goes to show you people like that multiplayer.
Right, but just in the guts, I think Overwatch is just considered a better game just in its guts.
And look at the developer. Blizzard, to me, is a lot better developer than...
Can you name a failure that Blizzard has had?
Gearbox. No. not at all. I just go to show you. Gearbox, on the other hand, what was it? Was it like Alien Colonial Marines?
Oh, that was them?
Yeah, that was them.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Yeah,
it
was garbage. It looked so promising, and then it came out completely different.
That looked awful.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus.
But Battleborn is not a bad game. It just came out next to what's considered a fantastic game. So
if it would have came out like last fall,
or just on its own, kind of.
Yeah, it would have been a lot better. Yeah. But being it had to compete with that within the same month, it got destroyed.
Yeah.
All right. Next topic though. Prey 2 may be revealed again after 5 years of silence. ZeniMax updated Prey 2 and Prey 3 domain to point to a hidden Prey 2 Facebook page.
Let me know if I got this right. I played Prey 1, but I don't remember if I remember the
Xbox 360 launch title.
I don't remember if I remember the premise. Aliens have invaded. You're like a spiritually powered Native American man.
Yeah, Native American on like a basically the little. You're at a bar. You started off in a bar, like I think on the little Native American land. So, and then shit just got weird.
And it's like kind of like Die Hard on a spaceship, and you're like,
it was ridiculous. But my favorite thing in that game is they had, I think it was like these radios that you'd go around and pond, and it'd be like a whole little radio broadcast about the whole alien invasion going on. But it was just neat little things to find and listen to, and it gave a whole lot more backstory.
I can't take audio logs in video games seriously anymore.
Really?
Ever since South Park Stick of Truth.
Oh my, yeah.
Ever since, he's like, oh my god, they're coming for me. I should probably stop recording.
To me, that's my favorite thing in video games are audio logs. Besides, like when they're just like ridiculous things, like in Fallout, it's just like little nitpicky things. But like BioShock, Prey, you have to admit South Park was good.
The South Park ones just killed me, man. Like every time, it's like I'm still recording. Why the hell am I still recording? It's almost like I'm just leaving around a lazy collectible for some other person to find.
I'm sorry for the next South Park game. It's going to be awesome.
It's the fractured butthole.
It's probably going to be a couple more years before we see it.
You think so?
if it goes anything like how the original South Park game, it took them forever to finally put it out.
Well, I think they greased their wheels a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I think they...
And plus, I guess they already have the game, like, mechanics and
yeah, they don't have to start
there.
completely from scratch.
Yeah. So,
But
we'll see.
do you remember that launch trailer, what Cartman said in Stick of Truth? Well, in Fractured But Whole, he said... in Fractured But Whole. He was like, we're making a sequel. We're going to make it better. And one of the other supporting cast goes, what are you talking about? Our last game was great. No, the combat was trash.
I'll insert that here.
It's like, the combat was trash. Yeah, and then something like, we'll settle for nothing less than a 9.5 on GameSpot. I can't wait. Why are we talking about South Park? We're talking about Parade.
I don't know. We'll move on to the next thing, though. Nintendo could be developing a new handheld codenamed Nintendo MH.
MH?
MH.
Okay.
Nintendo Monster Hunter. I don't know.
Well, that and Pokemon are basically its handheld business.
But to me, it's like, I thought the Nintendo NX was going to have a handheld portion. Now that they're talking about developing a new handheld, it's like, what the hell is the NX? That's what I keep going back to. It's, what is the NX now?
It's like all these answers and all you get is more questions.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the hell are you doing, Nintendo?
Well, MH. Me House?
Me Hunter? Me...
Me House? I don't know.
Whatever they want it to be, but I mean, to me, they just came out with the new 3DS, like a year or two ago? I don't know.
That sounded right when a little before Xenoblade Chronicles came out. Because Xenoblade Chronicles was like the only new Nintendo exclusive.
I want to say it was a year ago because it was when one of my dogs were having puppies, and that was last like March or April.
Because the new 3DS, I was kind of worried they were going to start pumping hardware onto that thing that was like too exclusive.
Yeah.
But all they did was Xenoblade Chronicles and then the SNES library of games that you wanted to play.
And Majora's Mask, you had like a little... Basically, you could look around.
You got a right stick, Which is how I played Majora's Mask on the new 3DS, which I loved it. But
yeah. My favorite Zelda game to date. But.
Ooh. Is it mine? No.
What?
I still got to give it to
Ocarina.
Yours?
Oh.
But Ocarina, Majora's Mask is up there. A Link Between Worlds. Oh, dude, A Link Between Worlds was
it was phenomenal.
Fantastic. That's up there in top 5.
One of my favorite 3DS games.
Wind Waker, so good.
I still got to finish Wind Waker.
Never got to play Skyward Sword. I wanted to.
Yeah, I've never played Skyward Sword. I was hoping they'd bring over the Wii U like they did all the others. Yeah. But, yeah, I still need to play Twilight Princess as well. That was another one I missed.
Okay, so MH Mystery Handheld.
There we go. That's a perfect title. that works perfectly. But also, guess what's coming back? Sonic the Hedgehog may be developing a new one.
They announced
to their
it
Twitter
in a meme
account
that high schoolers use.
Yeah, you can see it on the screen right now if you're watching the video. It's like, what are you doing? The social media team there are pretty spot on, though.
You think?
Yeah, have you followed like their other tweets?
I'll be honest, I'm not good at being on Twitter a lot.
Okay. The Mighty Number 9 trailer, basically how it said it's the enemies. I forgot what they said. Something about how it's anime fans on prom night. Like anime fan on prom night. Yeah. And then Sonic the Hedgehog tweeted out, "Don't worry, anime fans, we're here for you on prom night." And it has like Sonic with pizza in the background. Like what the hell?
Well, Sonic, if you're wearing a brown scarf, nobody wants that goddamn pizza.
Exactly.
So, new Sonic coming out.
We'll see.
I don't even think fans of Sonic are excited. Like, I'm not.
Everything's been garbage.
I'm not a fan of Sonic, so I'm definitely not excited. Even if it's the second coming of Sonic, I'm not excited.
I was a fan of Sonic in like elementary, early middle school.
But I mean, Rise of Boom, Rise of the Lyric, Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
The one where he's a wolf. The one where he makes out with a human person. The one where Shadow pulls a gun on Sonic and like executes him gangland style.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last podcast. If you missed
I just felt like it warranted another mention.
God.
Because
I couldn't find it in the trailer though. I looked for it.
Maybe Nick made it up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably like in a cinematic or something. I just didn't go hunting long enough for it.
I don't even know if which I don't even know if there's any diehard Sonic fans left. I think there's diehard Sonic Generations fans. There's diehard Sonic Adventures fans, but you can't tell me you're a fan of the Sonic franchise. I just won't believe you because it's not possible.
I like to feel their games way back in the day.
Right. So
nothing lately.
It's hard to wonder who you're even marketing towards anymore. Do you market towards adults? Do you market to children? Do you try to get the whole mainstream audience at once?
I don't know. It's got to be better than that Mighty Number 9 trailer, though.
Goddamn mind-boggling.
But moving on to the next topic, Kotaku was told by two reliable sources that No Man's Sky was delayed. One was the GameStop marketing materials for No Man's Sky with the original June 21st release date. However, stores were informed that the release date is no longer correct and that they should cover it up with a coming soon. And people got butthurt over this, but Sony finally today officially confirmed that it was delayed to August 9th.
I mean, is that even, how much do you trust that date at this point?
To me, it's your 6-7 weeks. How much are you going to get done to that game in 6-7 weeks when you still got to make physical copies?
Yeah. Man, it's just weird. It's starting to feel like a 2017 game.
Well, I mean, they got 2 weeks to actually work on it before they got to start pumping everything out.
Well, do we even know if it's getting a physical release?
It's getting a physical release. They got because I actually have one pre-ordered on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I have the collector's edition. It's getting a collector's edition, regular retail, and then they got some.
And you're sure the collector's edition doesn't have just a code in it and then the collectible stuff?
I mean, man, I don't think it has the code. I think it actually has the disc, but I'll have to double check that. But yeah, they have that, and then they have some crazy collector's edition at another store that comes with a little replica spaceship.
Well,
so I mean, we'll see. Whenever the rumor was going around that it was delayed, I was thinking October to announce PlayStation VR for it.
Right. Well, I don't know. This is. I mean, I guess it's not. It may not be the end of the game. I mean, I don't mean it like that. It's not the end of the game, but
definitely not the end of the game.
This is a game that's just been delayed, and I understand it's ambitious. I know it's an ambitious game.
It's really ambitious, but I mean, it had the perfect release date right there in the middle of summer. Nobody else would be playing anything. It would get everybody's attention. But moving to August 9th, you're getting close to other major games for...
Now, No Man's Sky does have the distinction of, it doesn't really have competition. It doesn't really have, a game that's, No Man's Sky-esque coming out around that time.
I mean, it's not... I hate to say it's not, a game where you got, set goals. It's hey, we're going to drop you off on some planet. You get a spaceship, explore... Find your friends, and you'll get in a little bit of combat. But
good luck finding your friends.
Yeah. Millions of planets out
this
there.
This ain't Star Wars.
Separated.
It's a big place. You're just going to randomly run into people.
Yeah. And most likely you will never, ever, ever run into one of your friends.
Yeah. Something that sci-fi movies don't seem to understand. The galaxy's a big fucking place.
Yeah, no, they'll just be there in a split second.
Or it's like in Star Trek. Kirk will get kicked off to this abandoned planet and live a hop, skip, and a jump away from Spock, who was also banished to the same planet in the same ice cave.
Luckily.
Because planets are such tiny things.
Jesus. Yeah, but I'm really excited for it. It sucks that it was delayed, but I think we'll find out more about it at E3. But their reason for the delay was just to do some polish on it, so we'll see.
I mean, if that's the case, texture pop-ins or connectivity things.
Sony said it wasn't up to standard on some parts, and they wanted to work it out before releasing it, which good on them, but I mean...
Yeah, also strange considering how Street Fighter V launched, so I'm not sure if I buy your standards.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm still upset about that.
You're good. I saw Street Fighter V on sale at, I think, Best Buy today.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, should I pick it up? I was like...
How much was it?
It was I think it was $39.99, but if you had Gamers Club Unlock, it was another $6-7.
To any who are listening, if you are not a hardcore fighting game fan, stay away from Street Fighter V.
I'm not a hardcore.
It offers nothing to someone who is not going to dedicate themselves to the fighting game.
Yeah, so I'm good on that one, at least for a while.
The best fighting game for people who aren't hardcore fighting game players is Mortal Kombat X.
Sounds good.
The best game to learn how to play fighting games is Killer Instinct.
Yeah, because they have a great little tutorial.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's free.
The tutorial is like you get 2 characters in the tutorial. Like you get that. It teaches you about iframes, invincibility, wake up, backdashes. Like it teaches you about all these different things that otherwise you just have to go on the internet to figure out.
Basically, you get a little college learning course in fighting.
Yeah. Like, I was even doing it, and I knew about all this stuff at the time, and, like, I was going through tours, like, damn, this is, like, really intense. Like, the way, like, the lessons are given and stuff. I was like, I respect that. So, there you go, people.
All right, getting away from our fighting section.
As always.
Yeah. Fallout 4 mods are coming to Xbox One May 31st.
Tuesday.
Yep, it's really soon. I watched the Twitch stream that they had today, and, dude, they got some really cool mods on there. Like, they have one where basically it makes the wasteland springtime. You can make your Pip-Boy like a Nuka-Cola theme. They got this cheats where basically you can level yourself all the way up. You can make it where you jump 3 times as high. You can set your health to like 5,000, your carry weight to 5,000. You can get all the weapons in the game. Basically, you can cheat, spawn, do whatever is one of the mods. It's pretty awesome. You can have up to 2 gigabytes of mods of it installed, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I was looking at the size of most mods that are going to be on there.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Literally kilobytes. So,
I can't imagine any of them are crazy. At all.
Some of them were chunkier, but I'm really, really excited for that. And I'm sad to say, fuck Witcher 3. That's what I'm going to be doing on May 31st. Oh my God,
you messaged me this earlier. I can't even believe you said that. Fuck Witcher 3.
How you feel about Witcher 3 is how I feel about Fallout 4. That is my go-to game.
No, but how I feel about Witcher 3 is probably closer to how you feel about Fallout 3.
Dude, Fallout 3 is...
I know that's like your jam.
Yeah, that's my... I've replayed that like 10 times now.
So that's your jam.
Yeah.
Fallout 4, I think the general consensus that it was definitely, certainly, was not bad.
No, but it wasn't as good as
there was
Fallout
something
3.
Missing, like, in it.
To me, it was the whole karma system. Like how it was Fallout 3, I felt either really good or really bad. This, it was just completely gone, and you just had to decide on yourself, this shitty move or this good move.
Who do I want to bone?
Yeah, exactly.
Metaphorically.
I boned a lot of people.
Right.
I got a lot of people pissed off at me.
And that's kind of the thing I liked seeing some video games go away from, was just like that black and white, like, decision making.
Yeah.
And definitely Witcher 3.
Not black and white decision making, but I mean, as long as you made a decision, but you could actually see the consequences of, hey, I'm starting to go more towards the evil side or good side. Because like in Fallout 3, I got so bad to where I would become a slaver. I could go enslave people and do whatever I want. Yeah, this is an awesome game.
Well, because and the thing that I didn't like in Fallout 4 that I really hope they don't bring to the next Elder Scrolls game is voicing the main protagonist.
Oh, I thought you were fixing to say settlements. Everybody says settlements. I love settlements.
Well,
yeah, no.
The settlements don't bother me because if I don't have to do them.
It's optional thing.
Yeah, so they don't bother me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it'd be voiced in like whenever you like click on a conversation and go like into like the cinematic Mass Effect type look, and I'm like, no, this is not what I liked from previous.
Really bugged me because like I thought it was like super cool. They're like, okay, you can choose your dialogue and he voices it. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then the voice was just too white bread, like because it has to be, it has to be.
Well,
but.
And then one of my things about the dialogue is like it would just say like 3 words, kind of like Mass Effect, and you'd click it and it'd say like something.
It's like
completely different, or like I didn't think it meant that, or something else.
It's like, will you accept this mission? Okay, then, I'm gonna kill you after it's over.
Exactly.
Okay.
But in like Fallout 3, it had like the whole line there, exactly what you'd say, and it's
But see, Fallout 4, when I was playing, I had a theory. And the theory is that if they're trying to give me a quest, it doesn't matter what I say, I still get the quest.
Yeah.
So my theory is that I was going to tell every single person I talked to F off. Like, every person, no matter what.
So you pissed a lot of people off.
No, I didn't.
Really?
Because I still got the quest, and the storyline still advanced with absolutely no consequences.
Yeah, see?
Like, the very first thing the very first area, where... What's that Commonwealth dude's name? Preston?
Preston, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
where he's
Preston.
trying to get you to help in the hospital, like the very first like thing you do for him. Like he's trying to get you to help in the hospital. And he's like, will you help? No. I said no. And he goes,
you're going to help anyway.
Well, guess what? I get the quest.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, so that was like, well, why even give me the option to say no? I'd rather you just not give it to me.
That goes back to what I was saying. Basically, you could be evil, but you literally felt no consequence to the thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Fallout 3 was completely different to me.
Meanwhile, Witcher 3 will make you question your sense of self as to like how like freaking things spiral out of control.
It'll make me question myself. Hey, do I want to finish 200 more hours of this game, or do I want to move on with my life?
Man, you don't know what you're missing, Spencer.
I'm going back eventually. I promise
don't
you.
know what you're missing.
It's sitting up there next to Dark Souls that I gotta finish. But moving on. Ready at Dawn is to reveal a new video game next week, and I'm hoping it's a sequel to the Order 1886 because I really like that game. They could.
You're really hoping that?
I'm really hoping it because it's all there. Jaw-dropping graphics, brilliant story. Just the gameplay was lacking, and they could improve it and have a really good game. To me, I like the whole atmosphere, environment type thing.
I have a fundamental hatred of QuickTime events.
Which is why I'm saying I hope they work on that.
Press X to live. Like I just, which is what almost every QuickTime event actually is.
Yeah.
And I really don't like them. And
well, I mean, you could fail at the QuickTime events and still win in that game, I think.
That's not a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing. You don't feel any consequence to your...
Right. So, and I actually got a lot of internet hate when I said this back when Order was coming out. When I said it on was it Reddit? Or some other website. I said it in the comment section. I said, Order 1886 is going to be PS4's Rise Son of Rome. Which is a gorgeous display of the graphical capabilities of the system that shows better than it tells.
Yeah.
Which is what happened with Rise. I played Rise. It was,
I loved Rise.
It was a decent beat 'em up, but I mean, I'd
love to see a sequel to that too.
But Order 1886, which I haven't played, I actually have it downloaded, but I never played it.
Yeah.
It's what Order 1887 coming out or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, they left it off on a cliffhanger to where they could do a whole nother game, but I think GameStop is actually publishing this game because the GameStop CEO or COO, whoever, was the one to reveal that they're going to announce this game next week.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, it would make for a nice E3 reveal. I'm not sure how much excitement it would generate, but it would be a nice way to just kind of like pepper in the middle or something of the conference too.
To me, this year is so packed with games, and I don't know if they could push it to spring. That'd be great.
As always, I'm most excited for the stuff we don't know is coming.
Yep,
that's always what I'm most excited for.
I'm most excited for the hardware that we'll talk about in a little bit.
Okay.
But another thing was confirmed as well. The Last Guardian will release in 2016. I still don't believe it, even though they're saying it. I still don't believe it.
I remember they said Final Fantasy 15 was releasing in 2015 also. So
Where's that?
I remember they said Persona 5 was releasing in 2015 also. So
and I remember, what was it? Legend of Zelda was coming in 2015 as well.
You didn't even have to say that one. I remember they said Street Fighter 5 was going to be a good fight. I'm sorry. But,
God.
Like,
I think it's just a placeholder. If anything, it'll be like late fall, but I honestly see it like in the first half of the next year.
I mean, Sony exclusives thrive in the early year.
Yeah, because that's when they get delayed to and they all release.
But they thrive there. Like, Uncharted 4 setting sales records. Out. Bloodborne's did incredible at the sales-wise. And Bloodborne doesn't even appeal to a huge mainstream audience. And it just freaking... It's slaughtered also. Infamous slaughtered. So I don't see there's any reason to not release it in early spring unless you've already got a packed early spring.
To me, it's fine releasing in early spring. The only thing that'd be questionable is you're most likely going to have Persona 5 and the Mass Effect Andromeda. So that's some two big heavy hitters coming out in the spring.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, give me something on that game. Oh, my God, give me something on that E3.
We got, I think it's 15 or 16 days till the EA press conference.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Dude, I took off like 2 days of work. Oh.
You know what sucks? I don't think I'll be able to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I don't.
So, because I think me and Nick were going to like record a bunch of crap Tuesday. Because I thought you were.
I'll look at my schedule. I'll see what I'm doing. At my job. I'll look into it.
We got to have reaction videos going up.
Look, the only reaction video you want to see from me is a Skate 4 announcement or Elder Scrolls 6.
Dude, Elder Scrolls 6 not going to happen. At least for a few years. Skate, they said they're not actively developing it, but I mean, as much as people want it.
Yeah, but they winked at the end of the sentence.
You get Skate 3 backwards compatible soon.
That's fine. I got that in my digital library on 360, so as soon as they do that, I'll have that.
You good. Next announcement, though, new Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands trailer was released, and the game's looking to be good. To me, it reminds me of basically The Division, except in like an open world, kind
of like Division had a baby with Far Cry.
Yeah, exactly. And a season pass was confirmed, and they
Ubisoft.
revealed the collector's edition, deluxe edition, standard editions. So, being they're releasing all that info, I'm expecting we'll get a release date at E3, looking to be a fall or spring 2017 game.
Man, I have never put a single minute into a Ghost Recon game.
I did on GameCube.
Never.
I'm trying to think when the last Ghost Recon game. It came out on Xbox 360.
I just don't see myself doing it anytime soon.
Dude, but I mean, the whole open world look of it, I can do things at my own pace.
Like, if I want to do an open world third person shooter, I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid 5.
Dude, that's a good game.
But anyway, I mean, like I said, I don't have enough on it, but I just don't see them flipping me around based on what I saw.
Yeah, we'll see at Ubisoft's E3 because I'm sure they'll have a demo there. But on to the biggest news of the week, and why we did not skip recording this episode, is Microsoft has two new Xbox consoles on the horizon that both Kotaku and Polygon has confirmed with sources. Those sources said that one of the new consoles will be 4 times more powerful than the current Xbox One, and that the expected announcement at E3 was triggered by the PS4 Neo rumors. The upgraded console won't be released till late 2017 and is codenamed Scorpio, and is supposed to straddle on somewhat between an entirely new installment of the Xbox platform and a continuation of the existing Xbox One. Kotaku also reports that Scorpio will be technically capable of supporting the Oculus Rift. And the other console is supposed to be a slimmed-down version of the current Xbox, which is 40% smaller and will likely include 4K support for video content with a redesigned controller. The slimmed-down version is supposed to be the smallest Xbox console ever made, and it's expected to release in August.
Well,
yeah,
that's stuff.
Huge news. So basically, a new Xbox. I mean, it's basically going to play your Xbox One games, Xbox 360 backward compatible games, as well as whatever upgrades you're going to do to it.
So here's my thought on that straddle the line between a new Xbox and an upgrade. Yeah. Is that the only thing that they could get away with making exclusive to what I am dubbing Xbox Kaioken times 4 is VR.
Yeah, like, that's where
you make
I
that
see that power coming
the exclusive.
From.
Fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any kickback from me on that. People who are excited for VR are serious people. They're ready to buy like a brand new console. But any game, like especially a AAA game, you cannot do that. You can't do that. You can't make any big features.
With the PS4 Neo, that was the whole big thing with the PS4 Neo, is that people were saying that a launched PS4 console can barely run the VR. That's why they're trying to put out the new PS4 Neo so it will run a whole lot better.
Right.
So I can see where that's coming from. But to me, I'm hoping that they're going to develop their own VR because, I mean, other than the Oculus Rift announcement, working with a PC where you can stream the Xbox, Kotaku also said that nothing else has been mentioned of that other than that deal. So either Xbox trying to create their own that's more consumer priced, or they're still working out a deal or details with Oculus.
It's going to be something with Oculus. I just feel like they, especially with these two things, there's too much of a hardware investment, and
they got to get a cheaper version of the Oculus.
And hardware is not where video games make their money. Yeah, it's in software.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would pay to not only got HoloLens, now you got Xbox Kaioken, Xbox Slim.
Maybe if they like bundled it together, they could cut down a little on the price.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that'd be the only way I could see that working out.
And
because I think Oculus, is it like $800?
I think you're thinking of the Vive.
Oh,
the Vive is the one that's like a full room.
Yeah, the Vive box. Oh my God, have you seen that?
That's the one that's like they got like the stands everywhere and like.
Dude,
you've seen people like running into glass doors and shit because like they're playing the game. And
the Oculus Rift costs $600. Okay, that's a lot better than what I thought. So yeah, that's more. I could see that happening.
But you see, and that would be for like Xbox could develop its own VR software to release on Xbox One, and then if you have an Oculus Rift, you can play them.
Yeah, and then you can use it for your PC as well.
Right. So I see that happening.
That would work with that whole unifying the Windows 10
and then
Xbox One
again,
platform.
if you want to take like your AAA game coming out, if I'm trying to think of a good example,
Forza,
Mass Effect
Halo,
Andromeda or something, and you've got like a VR of like flying the ship or something.
Dude, oh my God, I'm so ready for VR. I'm just ready for E3 to get here so I can see what awesomeness is coming within the next year to us.
You heard it here first. Xbox Kaioken name confirmed.
Dude, I'm going to pick up that slimmer version of the Xbox One though. If it's 40% smaller than the smallest Xbox console ever made, that thing's going to be like a Apple TV size thing, maybe a little bit bigger. And I'm going to sit that sucker in my living room and then take it between my living room and my girlfriend's
house. What are you talking about? I love my VCR.
Dude, my Xbox One has sat in the same spot since I unboxed it because that sucker is too big to move.
You ain't moving it.
No. And then I got my Kinect hooked up to it. I'm like, fuck, that is way too much to move.
I don't see myself buying any new edition right away. I'm just not really.
I mean, the new Xbox One's supposed to come in like fall 2017. They're just going to go ahead and announce it to compete with the PS4 Neo. But yeah, you're not going to be seeing that till the end of next year. So if you do get interested in the next coming months, you can start putting back a little money here and there. Maybe. But also, there was one more announcement. Also, additional convergence between Windows 10 gaming platform and the Xbox One, which Kotaku further corroborated. The outlet learned of a specific initiative codenamed Project Helix to launch day-and-date versions of Xbox One software on Windows 10 as well. So, looks like every Xbox One exclusive that we're going to be seeing coming in the future will come out on PC as well the same day.
And for some reason, that makes people angry.
I don't see why it makes me angry. I got a PC Quantum Break code for free.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they did the whole...
Did you beat that game, by the way? I can't remember.
No, I still got to go back. I was watching Game of Thrones today, and I saw Littlefinger on there. I was like, shit, I got to get back.
Oh, don't worry. He's still got schemes. He got schemes in Quantum Break, too.
Yeah, so... as long as they gave me the PC code and didn't try to charge me extra, which seems to be what they're going to be doing.
Like cross-buy?
Yeah, basically like a cross-play like with PS4 and Vita and that whole thing going on there. So,
cross-buy would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, people get mad about it. I don't know.
I don't see. It's like, basically, PC Master Race has access to my Xbox games. I'm so butthurt. Oh, my God.
Well, and the way this is a way that Xbox can market in a way that Sony just can't. So they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, well, Windows is the whole Windows platform on PCs that millions of people use. So to me...
And there's no reason they can't put Halo 5 on there. They really do need to do that.
Well, I mean, they put the Halo Forge on there.
Yeah, they did. I saw that. That's pretty cool.
I think that was... We talked about that last podcast.
But they need to put the full game on there.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. We'll probably see it with the next Halo, which should be coming soon. In the next year or two. I would think it'd be the next year or two.
A year? I don't know about that.
How far you think? A few years?
3 years. Minimum.
Halo 5 came out last November?
Yeah.
I could see it getting announced at next E3. Okay, yeah. I could see 2 years. I'll say 2 years. You're going with 3?
Yeah, I'm going 3.
All right. So... That was all the topics of the week. And now we'll go into our...
what's called the Triforce of topics, but since it's just us, we're going to call it the Bro Force of topics.
Yeah, the Bro Force topics. Screw you, Nick. If you're listening this long.
He's not listening.
No, he says he listens, but I don't think
he's
he
not
listens.
listening. This is your test, Nick. Tell us if you listen.
If you're listening to this, call us out next podcast. But, so personal topics, my topic would be, what do you want to see from upgraded Xbox One? Like all the features.
Well, I mean, there's no reason it can't have 4K everything if it's times 4.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that. Everything's got to be optimized for 1080p, 60 FPS, with the exception of a company that's too lazy to make it happen.
Yeah.
But there's no reason the game is unable or choppy at that level. There's just
4 times the power. I don't see it being choppy unless the developer was just lazy.
Right. Which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Manhattan. I don't know. I just
that game had the potential to be so good, and I heard it was just utter crap.
I'll be totally honest, man. I think the Ninja Turtles are really stupid. So,
it had the potential, especially with the movies coming out.
Have you ever said the phrase "Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles" slowly and just listen to what you sound like when you say it?
No.
Try it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's.
If you don't roll it off the tongue, you have to think about what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just an odd combination.
It's like you got adolescent mutated samurai snails.
God.
So but definitely got to have that. No console exclusive games. None.
Oh, just specific to the new Xbox One.
Right.
That won't work with the previous one.
Don't do that. Don't do it, Microsoft.
Unless it's for virtual reality.
I know 4 times the power, you get all antsy and you want to do something, but don't you do it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would want, from upgrade Xbox One, I would want minor silly requests. I want more USB ports on it. I'd like silly. Basically how they had in their Elite console, the flash hard drive in there for the OS, and then you have the at least a terabyte hard drive internally. Like you said, 4K support for both video and video game content. And if they go to the VR route, I really, really, really hope they do with this one. Like I said, no console exclusive video game, even though I plan on purchasing one. That's about it. Oh, they could do away with the disc drive. I buy everything digital now.
I don't see them doing that.
I don't see it either.
With the Slim, I can see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping the Slim is just a TV top box type thing.
With the Kaioken, though, I don't think so. No. I don't see that happening.
I think it's still going to be a VCR size monster.
We're not ready to take that step just yet.
No.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready too, but the internet is not ready.
We
as a people, yeah.
We as a people are not ready.
Shoot. But yeah, that was my topic. You got anything?
Yeah, I got something.
Good.
Let's talk about single player DLC.
Oh my god, you got to bring up Witcher, don't you?
No. Well, I will, but we'll start with Fallout 4 Far Harbor.
Okay. So, what about it?
What about Far Harbor made it an adequate single player DLC?
An adequate DLC.
Single player DLC, obviously.
It had an entirely new region that wasn't just a small little area. It was a pretty large size map. You had a really good campaign, had interesting story, several different factions you could line up with, tons of side quests, a lot of new gear, new settlement stuff, new companions, just enough to keep me engrossed to where I could play it for 20, 30 hours.
Okay. And was it in any way related to the Fallout 4 main story?
No, it was a completely new story. You would not have played the previous story to know what's going on. Okay. Besides maybe getting a little bit more background info on stuff.
Okay. And how much did it cost? Or does it cost? I don't know if you actually bought it.
I got the season pass for like $20, but if I had to guess, it'd be like $10, $15.
$10, $15. So you pay $10, $15 for how much hours of content?
If you just did like the main campaign and just a few side quests, you get 20 hours out of it. But if you did everything, it'd probably be about 30, 40. So
now here's this question. In multiplayer content, in DLC, like say Black Ops, releases new maps, new weapons, modes maybe.
Yeah.
How do you quantify the amount of hours that's worth?
To be honest, I don't like multiplayer DLC because to me, you're splintering your player base unless it's free. If it's free multiplayer DLC, great. But whenever you start doing it for shooters, you're splintering the player base, and then it's harder and harder to find a game the more and more maps you start to release.
See, this is actually a problem that ruined the casual to middle audience of Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
Is that when Street Fighter 4 released on its own, people were playing it. Then Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and if you didn't have Super Street Fighter 4, you couldn't play with people who did have it. Then if Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition came out, and then if you had Super Street Fighter 4 but didn't buy Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, you couldn't play with them.
God.
So, and then all the way up until Arcade Edition 2012, and then Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
And every time they just cut off a little piece of pie of their base, up until you only have the most hardcore people who upgraded all the way to Ultra Street Fighter 4.
See, to me, maps should be free, like how they did with Halo, how they're going to do with Gears of War. And if you want any kind of DLC, I can see how it makes sense for the zombie maps on Call of Duty because you're just getting together with 4 friends.
There's a ridiculous amount of detail in those maps too.
Yeah, lots of little secrets, Easter
Jeff
eggs.
Goldblum summoned a demon.
But yeah, just when it comes to multiplayer maps that you just play on, I don't like them. And I normally don't buy them just because a huge amount of the audience doesn't typically buy all the map packs. So you'd find a lot more players on the base maps than you do the other ones.
And here's where this comes in, because I was playing Doom today, and I talked to Nick about Doom, and I said, any single-player content comes out for Doom, and I'm buying it.
Yeah.
Any new single-player levels, I'm buying it, I'm in, because this single-player campaign was so much fun. And then awesome. I go to the season pass because I want to see if it details.
It's probably just multiplayer crap.
Multiplayer. I'm not saying they won't, but there is no single-player actively confirmed to be releasing for the Doom game, which is a goddamn travesty, because that is how you would have gotten me to buy the season pass.
I wonder if they'd do the whole Wolfenstein approach where they had the main game and then they had the spin-off, basically Wolfenstein, right after
what is it Wolfenstein, called? The Old Blood.
Yeah, Old Blood.
New Order was a really good FPS campaign.
Yeah.
Like I said, it made me feel guilty for killing a Nazi one time, so that takes
that's hard to do.
Guts.
Yeah.
But I was just playing this Doom single player, man. Get this, and you're not going to believe this, Spencer. You're not going to believe it. It has a decent story.
That's shocking for a first-person shooter. It has a decent story.
And by that, I'm talking about Doom, and I don't mean it's got fleshed-out characters. I don't mean it's got, beautifully written dialogue.
Yeah, nothing like Uncharted standards.
I wouldn't even say that, but it's got really competent voice acting. The voice acting is fantastic, with what little they have.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those, if you read the lore in the game that you pick up that you don't have to read, almost like Dark Souls item descriptions, you get painted a very, very interesting picture of the context of Doom Guy and this whole big shenanigans. Yes, Doom Guy.
I love Doom Guy.
So I was playing it. I was loving it. Super shotgun, rocket launcher, heavy assault rifle, chain gun, Gauss rifle.
Music.
Oh my dude! All the heavy metal music will play. But
oh my God.
And then so I'm like, okay, single player content. Let me see what you got coming. Nothing. Confirmed.
Yeah.
So I was just reading. I was like, are they valuing multiplayer DLC more than they're valuing single player DLC?
They think they have a legit multiplayer system on their hands, but what I played from the beta, I didn't care that much for.
Here's what it is. It's got all the bones there. It's got a lot of modes. It's got guns, loadouts, tons of customization.
Yeah, I was messing around that.
Yeah, tons of it.
Yeah.
There's some X factor missing, and I can't put a word on it. But there's something kind of hollow in it, I guess. But everyone was excited for Doom for the single player.
Yeah,
the multiplayer is an afterthought, which is why it's not that big of a deal that it's not a revolutionary multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it was a single-player game.
Yeah.
And then it seems like they knew that when they made the game, and then the marketing team forgot it when they made the expansion pass.
It's like, hey, screw the single player, the only really good part of the game.
So it just makes me wonder if developers really do value multiplayer DLC more than they value single player.
To me, coming from Bethesda, you would thought they would.
Well, Bethesda's obvious, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Bethesda is the one that published it.
Right, but id Software was the developer.
Don't they own id Software now? Or
I can't comment. I don't know.
Maybe wrong.
Mm-hmm. I can't comment.
Crucify me, internet, if I'm wrong.
So, and that's what I was wondering. Is like, I don't know if I've ever really valued multiplayer DLC more than single player.
I haven't.
Because I'm pretty, especially with DLC, I am very picky.
The only season passes I ever buy are for single player games like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, The Witcher 3. I have the season pass for it, even though I still
have Witcher 3 base game, Hearts of Stone, and Blood of Wine on Tuesday.
You got 3 separate games.
I tell you what, man, Hearts of Stone has got everything. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get angry. Like, it has got absolutely everything.
Oh, I'm so ready for a dry moment. I just got done with Fallout 4 Far Harbor, so I may get back into it. I really need to blast through Quantum Break, though. Get that story out the way.
Quantum Break, really good story. A really good time travel story. Like, it's a time travel story that, like, makes sense, which never happens.
Being Game of Thrones is on, Littlefinger. He's got me hooked to going back to Quantum Break.
Oh, man. Oh, Game of Thrones.
Yep.
You didn't have to do that, Game of Thrones. It didn't have to end like that. So, anyway, so that's just something I'd like everyone listening to think about. You know, is multiplayer DLC inherently more valuable to developers or to you?
Yeah.
As
sound off in the comments, email us, let us know.
And email us. Yeah. Go ahead, Go ahead.
Email us at gamingtreehouse.business@gmail.com. Tweet at us at GameTreehouse. You can tweet at me at Spencer Breland with 2 R's on Spencer.
You can tweet at me on RetLawYellow on Twitter. And
it'll be on the screen right now if you're watching the video.
And as always, guys, keep it locked into Gaming Treehouse for all your game needs.
Yep. And also, I'm throwing a song at the end of this that Walter heard in the end of the Doom credits. That's supposed to be really awesome.
I can't confirm. I'm trying to remember if it was that or not. I'm just gonna. It's an awesome song. I can't.
We're gonna find an awesome song to throw at the end.
It's an awesome Doom song. I don't remember if it's the one in the credits or not.
But we'll see y'all next week. I don't know if we're recording our E3 prediction next week or if it's gonna be the week after. So keep it locked. Gaming Treehouse.
All right, keep gaming, guys.
Bye.
describe a typical Slayer fan?
A guy just would literally out of nowhere, Slayer!